What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Josh out here with Infinite Bassin. Today we are in the garage and not on the lake because Saturday did not end very well. We took a little fun trip out to Clear Lake, and needless to say, it didn't end well. We got out there, and the bike was pretty slow, so we were doing quite a bit of running around. And throughout the day, the wind started picking up on us and hit about 14 mile an hour coming out of the north. So a north wind out of Clear Lake is not what you want coming out of there. But anyway, we get to a point throughout the day that we are just done with the wind and trying to get out of the area, that we just decided to make a trip to head back to the Narrows and try to fish some of the housing that's out in that area. And we're gonna go back past Rattlesnake Island towards the housing back there to fish. Well, when we made that decision, we got out and noticed that there was a bunch of water in the boat. A lot more than what should have been in the boat, that's for sure. To the point that it was, once it was said and done, we were sitting about right here with water in the boat. So about half full, almost, just under half full. We knew we were taking on water, we just couldn't figure out where. So the plan then was to get to Rattlesnake Island and beach the boat. Well, luckily I didn't. Once we got there, we still had some area left in the boat for water to come in, so excuse me, for water to come in. So I decided to keep going past Rattlesnake and to see how it went. Well, we got to the back side of the island, and here's the jacked up part. There was a ski boat back there, and as we were passing this ski boat, I yelled out to the guy. I was like, "Hey, we're sinking. We're taking on water. I need you to follow us to the dock in case we do sink." And the dude was like, "Yeah, of course." And acted like he ran back to his anchor and acted like he was going to follow us out. But once we passed the backside of the island and started heading for the what was that, Clear Lake Oaks boat launch, I think is right there. He never showed up. He just stayed where he was anchored. And I thought that was really messed up. We hit the horn, like you're supposed to, 3 times, and he was still in earshot of that, and still didn't come out. And we made the decision to go head over to the boat launch. And when we get there, of course, the weekend warriors in their ski boats are at the launch playing. How many times can we back the trailer back in, before it actually gets in the water, the game that they like to play, because they're not that great at it. And ended up not being able to pull up to the dock. So what I did is, there's a pier there. We went to the left side of the pier and just beached the boat in the sand. I used the power poles to hold the boat against the shore, and then used the trailer to push the boat back into the water and winch the boat back onto the trailer. Well, when we did that, we could clearly see what had happened and where the water was coming from. And it wasn't good, obviously. So one of the things that we noticed as soon as we got the nose of the boat out of the water was this. A large chunk of the fiberglass and gel coat missing, to the point that this under here is carpet. Had that spot, and then there's a little spot further back just under that side that had cracked out, but I don't think there was any water coming in that way. So if you get a kind of an idea of where this is at, the damage happened in this area, which is right under the front compartment. So if we hop in here, take a little look, see that is where that hole is at. So that right there is where the water was coming in. And as you can see, with it being, you know, forward of everything, is why the compartments filled up so fast. That right there is about where, whenever the boat's idling or pushing a wave, that's about where the water's coming in. So that's forcing water into this area, coming out of the floor drain here. And everything back here was completely submerged in water. The storage compartments under the seats were slammed full. The storage compartments in the back were full. Like, the batteries and everything were completely submerged underwater, which was crazy. What I ended up doing was, you know, I gassed it up as soon as, well, turned bilge on and then hit throttle. Well, we had so much water and extra weight in here that the engine would only push 3 grand. And the 14-mile-an-hour wind was pushing waves faster than we were going. So needless to say, as we were driving into the wind, the boat would go, and then it'd kind of do one of these numbers, and then it would fall into a trough. And as soon as we fell into a trough, it would push a wave over the backside. It would push a wave over the backside of the boat, and it just stayed constant like that. Like, the whole way around Rattlesnake, the whole way across from Rattlesnake to the boat launch, we were getting swamped with waves. Didn't think we were going to make it, honestly. The boat held up great, and you know, got us home. That Mercury engine kept running like it was supposed to. Get home and start looking at everything, and my tackle boxes are full of water, so I ended up having to pull those out and drain the water out of those and put fans on them so none of my hooks rusted. You know, all of my rods and reels had to come out. All of my plastics came out. Needless to say, I don't keep all of these plastics in the boat. I only keep the ones in there that I decided to use for the day. So depending upon which lake we go to, depends on which plastics, which colors, and all that I use. But the next couple weeks are going to be a little slow content wise. I kind of just wanted to get out here and give you guys an idea of what was going on and why I haven't posted in what it's been going on 2 weeks now, a little over 2 weeks. This happened last Saturday. Still be able to get out on the water. My fishing partner has a boat as well. I mean, I've got fishing kayaks, so you know, where there's a will, there's a way. We'll get out there. Yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update, and hopefully y'all's weekend went a whole lot better than mine did. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll roll a couple pictures and videos if I can figure out how to get them into the end of this. But yeah, thanks for watching, and you guys have a good one. I don't think this is normal, is it?